Hello, hi, I'm Rin, welcome to my channel. Today we're doing a sketchbook tour of this very cute tiny sketchbook. It's, I would say, my prettiest sketchbook, which is probably because it's a watercolor sketchbook and I tend to spend more time on these. Yeah, this is the Poor Rubens sketchbook. It's 100% cotton, which is pretty cool. Yeah, let's get into it. So I had the sketchbook from, get out of the way. I had the sketchbook from June to October last year. It's only like 20 pages, I think, so taking 3 months is a little longer than I usually take. So I really usually start off every sketchbook with some color swatches, because I am always scared that I'll mess the first page up. And color swatches tend to always look pretty, and you also get the bonus that you know what your colors look like on the sketchbook paper you're using, so that's always fun. And then, of course, the first thing I painted in here was a 3/4 portrait of my OC, Velia. She's pretty much my comfort zone. I love drawing her. She's very cute and I love her. She's the epitome of the trope of looks like a cinnamon roll but could actually kill you. I love her so much. My precious child. Yeah. This sketchbook is basically just filled with portraits of my OCs at this point. I think there's some fan art in here as well, but it's mostly just me drawing some portraits because who doesn't love portraits? Right? I mean, they're the best. So yeah, this is my character Aviva. She is... Well, I drew her before in one of my super old sketchbooks, but she wasn't really a character back then, so can't say she's an old character really. This is Mercury. They're from the same old sketchbook that Aviva is from, and they're also in the same story as her now, because I kind of split my way too many characters that I own into a bunch of different universes, so they're easier to organize that way. This was actually for Draw This in Your Style on Instagram, so it is still a portrait, but it's not of one of my characters, so we're getting at least some variety in here. Yeah, this was just a random portrait, and of course I had to add some of my favorite shiny paints, because shiny paints are great and I have to put them on literally everything because I have too many of them. This is my character Maria. She is so cute. I love her so much. It's probably why I draw her as an angel so often, but she's just an absolute sweetheart. She's also very gay, but like, I love her so much. Yeah, here I tried doing something similar to here, but with different colors, and I probably just like it a lot less because I don't really love greens. I don't know what it is. Like, when I see green color swatches, I do like them, but using green, not my thing. I tried to paint Maria again, and I was going for like one of those like galaxy hair things. It did not work, and I gave up on it halfway through, which is a theme for when I try new things. Oh yeah, here's one of the fan arts. This is a fan art of Alice from the game Alice Madness Returns. I really, really love the visuals of that game. It's so pretty. I liked it so much that I bought the art book for it. It's just one of my favorite games, I think, visually. So, another one of my characters, another 3/4 view portrait. This is Amaranthia. She's like the first original character that I like made a proper character sheet for and like talked about much. Before they were mostly just, I had ideas for them in my mind, but I didn't really talk about them. So she's like my first proper character, my baby. Yeah. Another one of my OCs, Eliza. I made her forever ago. She's also one of my first characters I made. She's I don't know how to explain this in a short way. We'll just skip that. I love her very much. Her design is like very edgy. Like she has her hair over half of her face because her second eye is like cool and magical. It's a whole thing. Yeah, this was a study. I do like how it turned out. It doesn't look like the photo I copied this from at all, but it's irrelevant. It looks good now, that's enough. Oh yeah, some more studies, which are also portraits because I am a simple person and literally only draw the one thing. Oh yeah, these. So last year I had a phase where I just loved redrawing old artwork, and this was from a really old watercolor painting I made. So a redraw of a really old watercolor painting. I did this one first and I didn't like how it turned out, and then I did this one after and I still don't really love this one, but that's as good as it's gonna get. I gave up after that. I was like, okay, we tried this 2 times, neither of which looks like you wanted to, but it's okay. We'll move on. Yeah, this is last year. I didn't only like redraw a bunch of old art, I also went through my old sketchbooks and like redesigned or just redesigned a bunch of old characters, and Quinn is one of them. I've had her in my sketchbooks from like 7-8 years ago, and I drew her a lot back then, and then I kind of stopped because I made up other characters that I liked more and that had more stories. So yeah, Quinn's really cool. She's a mercenary who kind of cold character with a heart of gold. I love her very much. This was based on a photograph, but it wasn't really a study. Yeah, it's one of my OCs standing in the sunset. Then another one of my characters, Catherine. She has some, well, not really, but she gives me personally like Persephone vibes, so I was like, okay, let's draw her in a way that's kind of Greek mythology inspired, but not really. Oh yeah, another fan art, the stars have aligned. Yeah, this is Cynthia from Pokemon. She's my all-time favorite Pokemon champion for sure. I'm also just very emotionally attached to Diamond, Pearl, Platinum. I really love those games, and she's just amazing. I love everything about her. Yeah, I've been drawing a lot more Pokemon stuff this last year as well because I love Pokemon so much. Yeah, this is my OC Grace. She is also super old. She's a demon with fire powers, and she's also very, very pretty. Yeah, I never finished this. I gave up on this because it wasn't turning out the way I wanted it to. Yeah, some more of my characters. Oh yeah, this was when I got myself new paints. My quarantine impulse purchases have basically all been art-related supplies, so this was, I think, in the middle of July, and I was like, okay, you know what? You bought your last paints in February, you can buy some more paints. So I bought some more paints and made a new watercolor palette with them because I have no self-control. This was another Draw This in Your Style on Instagram. Yeah. And oh yeah, this was the first painting I actually did with the new paints. Actually, this one was also with the new paints, but I did it much later. So this was the first painting I did with them, and I really like it. Like, I like the muted colours, and I also like the greenish blue I used for the hair. It's not a colour I usually reach for, and I should do that more often because this turned out really nice. Yeah, this was for another Draw This in Your Style on Instagram, I'm pretty sure. I drew Maria again. I was still testing out the new paints, and I don't really love how this one turned out. Like, the colours are a bit too muted for my taste. Like, her skin looks kind of ashy, and I don't love it. But it's alright. Yeah, this one's also playing with my new paints. Especially like the triangle in the background is with green gold. Green gold is such a pretty color. I had to hold back to not use it literally everywhere. But yeah, this is my character Riven, and he looks like a baby in this one. I promise, he's a full-grown adult man. He just looks like a child in here. Oh my god. He needs some wrinkles. Yeah, more original character portraits. As I said, that's basically all that is. This is my character Lilith. She's also a demon. She's from the same universe as Grace, but she's a lot older than her. And from the same universe, my character Lucifer, based on, obviously, the actual Lucifer, just very, very loosely, but I was an edgy teen, and really, if you haven't made an OC based on the devil when you were an edgy teenager, have you really lived? Have you? I don't think so. Drawing Grace again. This was also kind of a redraw of an older illustration, but again, like, playing with my new paints. And I don't know if you can see it, but the glitter from this paint, which I absolutely fucking hate, the glitter from the background here has transferred to the wings, so Grace is just much more fabulous now, which is good for her. I'm sure she's happy with that. She'd love that. Yeah, my character Cassandra, she is also a demon. She has ice-based powers, and she is Grace's girlfriend, so they have a really fun dynamic. She's like more deadpan, and Grace is a very energetic person, so they have really fun interactions. My character Eileen, there's also no easy way to like shortly summarize the story. She's just a very solid, friendly person, and kind of the voice of reason in her friend group. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this was for another Draw This in Your Style on Instagram. Another study, because this is close to the end and I needed to fill the pages, but I didn't have any good ideas anymore. So yeah. another study because the second to last page and it needed to be filled. And then this again of my character Velia in a more like witchy inspired outfit, because this was at the end of October. I think this was shortly before Halloween. And yeah, that's that. It's a very small and short sketchbook and it still took me forever to fill, but I do like almost everything in it, so I guess this shows us that I should spend more time on my other sketchbooks as well. But yeah. I hope you enjoyed this. I'd love to hear which drawing is your favorite. If you'd leave me that in the comments, I'd love to read it. Yeah.